In the vast universe of prophecies and predictions, few figures are as intriguing and controversial as Baba Vanga. Known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, this Bulgarian seer left the world perplexed with her supposed visions of the future, even after her death in 1996. Among the countless predictions attributed to her, one in particular has recently attracted attention: the prophecy of $1 million sum of money destined to combat cancer, scheduled to occur between the 12th and 20th of June. This revelation, as specific as it is surprising, has awakened hope and curiosity in equal measure. Imagine a world where, suddenly, the resources to combat one of humanity's most feared diseases become abundant. A scenario where the fight against cancer receives an unprecedented financial boost, potentially altering the course of medicine and saving countless lives. Is this the future that Baba Vanga envisioned? The story of this prediction is as fascinating as it is mysterious. Baba Vanga, born Vangelia Pandeva Gushtarova, lived an extraordinary life, marked by physical blindness and supposedly keen spiritual vision. His fame spread far beyond the borders of his small village in Bulgaria, attracting the attention of world leaders, scientists, and ordinary people looking for guidance. Over the years, his predictions have covered a wide range of topics, from natural disasters to technological advances. However, this specific prediction about cancer resonates in a particular way in a world still struggling with this devastating disease. The idea that $1 million sum could be directed towards cancer research and treatment at such a specific period of the year is, to say the least, intriguing. But what exactly would Baba Vanga have said about this event? Sources vary, but reports suggest she spoke of a gift from heaven that would come to help those suffering from cancer. Some interpret this literally as a meteor shower containing valuable materials, while others see it as a metaphor for a major donation or scientific discovery. The aforementioned period, between the 12th and 20th of June, adds an extra layer of mystery to the prediction. Why these specific dates? Is there any astrological or historical significance that could be linked to this period? Or did Baba Vanga simply see these numbers in one of his visions? As we approach this period, the medical community, cancer researchers, and even skeptics are paying attention. After all, in the world of oncology, where every advance is the result of years of painstaking research and often meager funding, the prospect of a massive influx of resources is nothing short of revolutionary. Imagine the impact that $1 million sum could have in the fight against cancer. Research laboratories could expand their studies, developing new treatments and therapies. Hospitals could acquire cutting-edge equipment for early diagnosis and more effective treatment. Patients who previously did not have access to certain medications due to their high cost could finally receive the treatment they need. Vanga's prediction goes beyond the financial aspect. It suggests a paradigm shift in the way we face cancer as a society. If such a prediction comes true, it could mark the beginning of a new era in medicine, where global collaboration and massive investment become the norm in the fight against serious diseases. However, it's important to approach this prediction with a healthy dose of skepticism. After all, the world of prophecies is notoriously nebulous, and many predictions attributed to Baba Vanga over the years have been questioned or proven to be inaccurate. Critics argue that many of his supposed predictions are vague enough to be interpreted in various ways, or that they were exaggerated or distorted after his death. Vanga's cultural impact cannot be denied. His figure continues to fascinate people around the world, decades after his death. Your predictions, whether accurate or not, have the power to inspire, provoke thought, and, in some cases, even influence events. In the specific case of this cancer prediction, it is fascinating to see how it aligns with society's current hopes and needs. At a time when medical research is advancing by leaps and bounds but still faces significant challenges in fighting cancer, the idea of a financial miracle is particularly appealing. But what if, for a moment, we considered the possibility of this prediction coming true? What would be the implications not just for medicine, but for our understanding of the world and our own capabilities? Firstly, it would challenge many of our assumptions about the nature of reality and our ability to predict the future. If a 20th century Bulgarian psychic could accurately predict such a specific and significant event, It would raise profound questions about time, causality, and the limits of human knowledge. Furthermore, the realization of such a prediction could have a ripple effect on how society views and addresses other global challenges. If a miracle can happen in the fight against cancer, what else could be possible? This could inspire a wave of optimism and action in areas such as climate change, poverty, and other diseases. However, it is crucial to remember that regardless of any predictions, real progress in the fight against cancer comes from the hard and dedicated work of scientists, doctors, and researchers around the world. Every day, in laboratories and hospitals, people are working tirelessly to better understand this complex disease and develop more effective treatments. Vanga's prediction, true or not, serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of investing in medical research and the fight against diseases that affect millions of people around the world. She makes us reflect on the power of hope and human determination in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. As we approach the period mentioned in the forecast, between June 12th and 20th, it is natural that the public's attention will turn to any news related to cancer research funding. Healthcare organizations, research institutions, and even governments could find themselves under additional scrutiny, with people around the world anxiously waiting for some sign that the prediction might come true. It is important to note that even if we do not see $1 million sum fall from the sky during this specific period, the mere act of focusing public attention on the importance of funding for cancer research can have positive effects. It could inspire more people to donate to research institutions, pressure governments to increase funding for medical science, or simply raise awareness about the importance of early detection and treatment of cancer. Vanga's prediction also makes us reflect on the role of hope in healing. Many oncologists and researchers have observed over the years that a patient's mental attitude can play a significant role in their treatment journey. The idea that a miracle is about to happen, even if it's just in the form of a medical breakthrough, could provide a much-needed boost to those fighting cancer. Furthermore, this prediction reminds us of the global nature of the fight against cancer. If $1 million sum really goes towards cancer research, it is likely to benefit patients and researchers around the world. Cancer knows no borders, and advances made in one country often have a global impact. This is a battle that humanity is fighting collectively, and Baba Vanga's prediction, in a way, emphasizes this unity of purpose. Another interesting perspective to consider is how a massive injection of funds into cancer research could alter the dynamics of the pharmaceutical industry and medical research. Currently, much of the funding for cancer research comes from a combination of government sources, nonprofit institutions, and pharmaceutical companies. A sudden $1 million sum could potentially alter that balance, perhaps allowing for more independent research or accelerating the development of treatments that are currently considered too risky or expensive to pursue. It is fascinating to also think about the forms that this gift from heaven mentioned by Baba Vanga could take. Could it be an unprecedented donation from a billionaire philanthropist? An accidental discovery that leads to a revolutionary treatment? A technological advance that makes existing treatments much more effective or affordable? Or something completely unexpected, like the discovery of anti-cancer properties in a common substance? Each of these possibilities brings with it a unique set of implications and challenges. For example, if it were a large private donation, it would raise questions about the role of philanthropy in medical research and whether we should rely on wealthy individuals to fund advances that benefit all of society. If it is an accidental discovery, it would highlight the importance of funding basic research and giving scientists the freedom to explore unconventional paths. Vanga's prediction also makes us think about the future of medicine more broadly. If such a significant breakthrough can occur in the fight against cancer, what other medical miracles might be on the horizon? Could we be on the cusp of a new era of medicine, where diseases we now consider incurable become easily treatable? It is important to remember, however, that even if this specific prediction does not come to fruition exactly as described, it does not diminish the importance of continued work in the fight against cancer. Every small advance, every new treatment developed, every life saved is a victory. The true prophecy we must seek to realize is that of a future where cancer is no longer a death sentence, but a manageable condition. Vanga's prediction of $1 million sum for cancer between June 12th and 20th also reminds us of the unpredictable nature of scientific progress. The history of medicine is full of accidental discoveries and unexpected advances. Penicillin, for example, was discovered when Alexander Fleming noticed that mold had accidentally contaminated one of his culture dishes. X-rays, so crucial to modern diagnosis, were discovered when Wilhelm Röntgen was experimenting with cathode ray tubes. These stories remind us that sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come from unexpected places. Perhaps Baba Vanga's gift from heaven is not a literal sum of money, but an unexpected discovery that completely changes our approach to cancer treatment. At the same time, prediction makes us reflect on our relationship with the future and the unknown. Why are we so fascinated by prophecies and predictions? Perhaps it's because they offer us a sense of control in an often chaotic and unpredictable world. The idea that someone can see the future gives us hope that somehow our fate is not completely random, that there is a greater plan at work. In the specific case of cancer, a disease that often leaves patients and families feeling powerless, the idea of a near-miraculous intervention is particularly powerful. She offers hope where there is often despair, and a sense of purpose where there is often confusion. Vanga's predictions, and this one in particular, the history of medicine is full of accidental discoveries and unexpected advances. Penicillin, for example, was discovered when Alexander Fleming noticed that mold had accidentally contaminated one of his culture dishes. X-rays, so crucial to modern diagnosis, were discovered when Wilhelm Röntgen was experimenting with cathode ray tubes. These stories remind us that sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come from unexpected places. Perhaps Baba Vanga's gift from heaven is not a literal sum of money, but an unexpected discovery that completely changes our approach to cancer treatment. At the same time, prediction makes us reflect on our relationship with the future and the unknown. Why are we so fascinated by prophecies and predictions? Perhaps it's because they offer us a sense of control in an often chaotic and unpredictable world. The idea that someone can see the future gives us hope that somehow our fate is not completely random, that there is a greater plan at work. In the specific case of cancer, a disease that often leaves patients and families feeling powerless, the idea of a near-miraculous intervention is particularly powerful. She offers hope where there is often despair, and a sense of purpose where there is often confusion. Vanga's predictions, and this one in particular, reflect the concerns and hopes of our time. In an era of rapid technological and scientific advancement, but also of increasing global challenges, the idea of an almost magical solution to one of our most pressing problems is incredibly attractive. But what if we looked at this prediction not as a unique, miraculous event, but as a call to action? What if, instead of passively waiting for $1 million sum to fall from the sky, we use this prediction as inspiration to increase our own efforts in the fight against cancer? Imagine if, inspired by this prediction, people around the world decided to make donations, however small, to cancer research during this period from June 12th to June 20th. Or if governments and organizations took advantage of the interest generated by this forecast to launch new funding initiatives. The collective impact could be as significant as any single $1 million sum. This approach reminds us that while it's exciting to think about silver bullets, true progress often comes from sustained, collaborative efforts. Every contribution, every hour of research, every incremental advance brings us a little closer to a world where cancer is no longer such a feared threat. Vanga's prediction also makes us think about the role of the global community in the fight against diseases like cancer. If $1 million sum really were allocated to cancer research, how would it be distributed? How can we ensure that the benefits of such advancement are shared equitably across the world? These questions are particularly relevant in a world where access to healthcare and advanced treatments is still drastically unequal. A true breakthrough in the fight against cancer would not just be one that discovers a new treatment, but one that makes that treatment accessible to everyone who needs it, regardless of their geographic location or socioeconomic status. As we get closer to the period mentioned in the prediction, it is natural that many people will start looking for signs of its realization. Perhaps we will see an increase in donations to cancer research institutions. Perhaps we will hear news of promising advances in laboratories around the world.